Okay, I believe we are live. Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine. We had some technical issues and I'm a bit rusty after doing a live after quite a little while. If you are online, okay, I believe we are live. Please, if you are listening in live and you can hear me fine, I'd really appreciate if you can put in a little yes in the live chat and we shall get started. Okay, I believe everything seems to be good. All right, let's go and get things moving. So, sincere apologies for the slight delay. A very warm welcome to today's live stream. My name is Uzair, and this live stream is all about Google Ads and online digital marketing. So I can see quite a few comments coming in. Falcon Milks, welcome, Assalam. Construction guidance, I'm very well. Hope you are good as well, and thank you for putting the messages in. Okay, lovely. So we'll be continuing this series of live streams every Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock in the UK. So if you have any questions, problems, please do bring them along and I'll try my best to answer them for you. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box and I'll come towards those comments and questions towards the end of the session. Okay, so this one is all about the biggest and the costly mistakes which can really harm your Google Ads campaigns and account. Just following these simple tips and advice will save you a lot of money. It will improve the performance of your campaigns and take you more into profitability. So the first step I have is setting up a search network and display network in the same campaign. So there's a default setting when you're setting up the campaigns. And I see in a lot of accounts which are audited that both of these settings have been checked on, and that will decrease the likelihood of your campaigns ever going into profitability. I've just got a comment. It does not allow me to type. It should be able. You should be able to type in as you can type in over here. So I can see you typing in the comment construction guidance. So I'm not sure how long is your question. Perhaps you might reduce your word count on that question. So going back to this tip about setting up the search network and display network together in the default setting. So let's go into the account. It'll be much easier to explain to you what I mean by that. So when you are in your campaign and you can let's go into an existing campaign. So if you got an existing campaign and you want to check whether you have got these switched on or off, you can click on the campaign name, go to settings, and then under networks, you have these two boxes which usually are defaulted as checked on, so you can exclude them. And now you have you made sure that your ads are only going to show up on the Google search page and not on any other third-party websites or networks. So the search networks is a collection of Google sites and your ads can show up, and they are called the Google search partners. They are not too bad actually. So if you're running a local campaign where your traffic volume is very low, then I would recommend that you try this and see how it affects your campaign. But what I won't recommend ever is to have this one ticked, because display network is a completely different network. You your metrics for search and display are completely different. So I would always keep it checked off. Although Google do say over here, don't miss the opportunity to get additional conversions at similar or lower cost with just one click. I haven't seen it, to be honest with you. Now, what they're also doing is they're bringing in the new performance max campaigns, where you got search, display, video, and I believe shopping as well, all in one campaign. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but what I'm showing you over here, that performance max campaign goes everything against the grain. So that's all you need to do, is to uncheck this and save it. And when you are setting up a new campaign, when you reach this box of networks, then you can start off with both of them turned off. Okay. The other problem I've seen, and a lot of this in campaigns, is people not using negative keywords extensively. What I've seen is someone puts in a negative keywords and sets and forgets them. That's it. This is an ongoing process. As the new search terms and search queries come into your account, you got to constantly monitor what and how or when Google is showing you ads for, and if the search term is irrelevant to your product or service, take them out. The best way to do that is set up an account level negative list and then apply that negative list to all the search campaigns or any other search or shopping campaigns if you are running a manual shopping. Smart shopping does not qualify for this. So set up a account level negative list and put all of these negatives in there. And to do that is you go into your campaign or account and you go to negative keyword list. Now I've got a couple over here already. This is my test account. Click on the plus one. We call it account level negative list. I'll just put in a number 2, and you need to put in a kind of like a placeholder to save it. And then you save it. Then you check that, and this is really important. Whichever campaigns you want this account level negative list to be applied, you either select them or you select all of them. It will not harm any of your campaigns, and apply. And all you do is regularly, depending on how small or big your campaigns are, by spend. Because if you're spending $100 a day, you will have fewer keywords compared to $1,000 a day, where you will have a lot of search queries. And then you keep adding them and throw them in here so that all your campaigns get blocked off in one go. Okay. Next one is not setting up conversion tracking, running campaigns without the conversion tracking setup. Now, more and more campaigns are being run on smart bidding, i.e. Target CPA, target ROAS, maximize conversions or max conversions, maximize clicks, and so on. First of all, those campaigns, smart campaigns, will not work without conversion tracking. And I've seen in some of the new accounts, and Google I think is putting this across all the accounts, is if you haven't got the conversion tracking set up, you will not be able to use smart bidding. So it's extremely important that you set up your conversion tracking, whether it is a form submit or where you're generating leads, you're selling something, a phone call, a download of a white paper or a PDF, or it could be just an email, a newsletter, sign up. Whatever your call to action is, you got to make sure that you have got this set up, because you will not know your ROI or the return on ad spend, first of all. And secondly, you're shooting blind. Google does not know what you are looking for. So when you tell Google, oh, I need leads, I need sales, I need phone calls, the algorithm will start to learn as the conversions come in. So let's hop over to our account, and I'll very quickly show you how to set one of these. So you go to Tools and Settings, Conversions, and then you click on New Conversion Action. Now they keep changing this. Every time I go in here, a new interface pops up. So let's see what we get now. So you've got 4 conversion actions here, or types. You want to do, if you want to track conversions on your website, app, phone calls, or you can import offline conversions, which I will talk about in another video, because you can bring in data from analytics, Salesforce, a Google Sheet, or phone sales, because a lot of times when you have a high ticket offer you are selling over the phone, you can bring that data back into Google Ads, and it's a really clever way to track which campaigns, ad groups, ads, or keywords are performing the best. So for now, we're going to go to website, and then you have the goal category. Now you can optimize for purchase, add to cart, begin checkout, subscribe, and then you have got, so they have made different categories. So this is the sales category, this is the leads, where you are getting contact, lead form, booking appointments, and so on. And then if you have got, let's say, a blog, and you just want people to come to your blog and read something about a topic or subject on a page, then a page view could be considered as a conversion. I'm just going to go with this. You can name whatever you want. Put in the value for each. You should know how valuable each lead is to your business. In here, if you are tracking leads, you go one. You don't want every. If someone comes to your website and submits a form, and he or she thinks, oh, the form hasn't gone through properly, or they submit it again, it shouldn't be counted at twice. It should only be counted at one. Click-through conversion rates, engage, this is a new one, and then it depends on your attribution model. I would not recommend last click. We, as an agency, we work on the time decay, or when data driven is available, then you go with this as well. And then once you submitted that, because once you submit, you then need to take this tag and put it on your website and thank you page. So you have got 3 options. One is to install yourself. If you have got access to your website and you know how to do it, then you check this box. You can email it to your web dev or the techie guy who does that. Or my favorite one and my recommendation to you would be to use Google Tag Manager, where all the tags of any nature, be it Google Ads, Facebook, Analytics, Remarketing, name it, LinkedIn, Twitter, everything goes into a tag manager, and all the tags are controlled from there. Okay. Testing ad copy. Quite often, and a lot of time, I see only one ad in an ad group. Always have multiple ad copies. Now, with the new announcement from Google that they will be ditching the expanded text ad and only running through responsive search ad, which is fine. With responsive search ad, you got 15 headlines and 4 description lines. So you make sure that when different headlines are combined together to make an ad, it reads properly. Because if you stuff them with lots of keywords in every other headline, it will not read properly, and your ad won't be as enticing as it should be to convey the right message to your audience. So make sure that you do that, especially on responsive search ad. Google says that not to pin any headlines. What we do is we tend to pin the first headline which has got that seed keyword which that ad group has. So if the keyword is buy iPhone 13, then we want that buy iPhone 13 to be in headline 1. So if you put in buy iPhone 13 now or something like that on headline 1 and pin it on that responsive search ad, then at least your headline 1 will always give the most relevant message to your audience, which will be about the search or the term which they were searching for. So that's what I would say. But for now, what you can do is you can put in 1 responsive search ad and 2 expanded text ads in an ad group and run it until the expanded text ads are removed from the interface. Remarketing is something which very few people do, and I should add one more thing over here actually. In fact, where is it gone? Remarketing and no, these two I believe are extremely important. So let's talk about the remarketing one first. You made all this effort, you invested a lot of money and resources in driving traffic to your website, and you're not going after that audience again. Majority of the visitors to your website will go away from your website without converting, and remarketing is a way to get them back onto your website. So at least you have conveyed your message over and over again to your to that visitor to that website. Now remarketing can be done in a variety of ways. They may not necessarily be a website visitor. It could be a video viewer on YouTube or a subscriber, somebody who's engaged, subscribed, commented, shared a video, and that's also a great way to put yourself in front of you. So those of you who are watching this video live or watching this afterwards as a recorded video, as soon as someone watches any of my YouTube videos, they get entered into my video remarketing list. The other way you can also do remarketing is, and that's a really good tip for you, it's on Facebook and Instagram. So you're driving traffic through YouTube and Google, right? They click on your ad, they come through to your website. You must pixel them with your Facebook pixel, or you got to have that Facebook pixel, because you are leaking cash and leaving cash on the table for your competitors to swipe from under your nose. You paid for all this traffic. Why not go after them on Instagram and YouTube, because on Facebook? Because you already paid for that traffic. All you need to do is to just keep showing them. You got the world's 4 biggest and largest networks: Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you can just cover those 4 and cover all bases, your brand awareness will go from here to up there. People will know you in a very short space of time, and they are not going to convert if they don't know you, don't trust you, and don't like you. So that process of know, like, trust got to start. And don't expect conversions from day one or on the first visit, because why should I buy from you if I don't know you? You are more likely to sell to somebody or someone who knows you at least. So when people see my videos over and over again on YouTube and Facebook and all these social places, these are the touch points you need to keep before the conversion happens. So think of your content creation and then remarket them with your latest content or any content which you feel would be of interest to your audience. The other big mistake people make is they don't run the brand campaign. So as you run ads on Google search, display, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, people will go to Google and search for your name or your company name, and then you will see those traffic in analytics as direct or from brand campaigns. Because if you are running a brand campaign, your ad pops up at the top. They'll click on it and they'll come through to your website. Now, the argument or the discussions I have quite often with some of our clients is, I don't want to pay for that click. Why should I pay for the click when I'm already number one on Google in the organic? Well, if your competitors are bidding on your name, which anybody can, Apple can bid on Samsung, Samsung can bid on Apple's keywords, but they can't put the name if it's a trademark name in the actual ad. But you can protect yourself and your brand by stopping others from being at number one. You've got on your smartphone, most traffic comes from the smartphone, right? 4 ads literally take up the whole screen of your mobile. Then you scroll up, the Google Maps come up, and then the organic comes way down. Quite often people don't even go and scroll at the bottom. They just click on the ad. Oh yeah, I see Apple's website or Samsung's website. I'm going to click there. Highly recommend. Even if you are a small business or small to medium-sized business, protect yourself. Don't let your competitors take the number one spot on your brand name. Poor account structure. What I mean by this is, don't put apples with oranges. Separate them out. So if you've got a store, an e-commerce store, you got to structure your account in such a way where it is very easy for someone to navigate. So if you're selling clothes, electronics, phones, TVs, structure them separately. And what you want to do is your campaign should mirror your website. If your website is in a mess, your account and your campaign structure will be a mess too. So start with your website, make it crystal clear as to how easy it is to navigate for your products or services, and then exactly mirror that in your Google Ads account. And that's how I would structure it. So if you've got clothing for men and women, keep them separate. Don't put them in under one campaign. Kids will be in another one. Electronics would be. Electronics is a big, broad niche, right? So under electronics, you'll have TVs, refrigerators, dishwashers, watches, all sorts of things, games, mobile tablets and all that. Any of these electronic gizmos and gadgets, keep them separate, and then you structure that accordingly in your Google Ads accounts. I also see quite a few accounts using a lot of keywords. Recently I saw one ad group which had about, I think, 800 keywords in it. And then we looked at that account for the last 12 months, and out of those hundreds of keywords, only a handful of keywords were getting the clicks and the impressions. So you are making unnecessary work for yourself. Why have so many keywords in the hope that it will get the impressions or the click? What I would do is, if I was you start off with about 10 to 15 keywords which are good for you and getting decent amount of traffic. As you run the account and the campaigns, you go to your search query report on a regular basis. You see which queries are coming in, what the impressions are showing through for them, the clicks or the conversions, and then keep adding them at a regular interval. So you're not adding keywords which are low volume, because Google will never serve them anyway. It's a complete waste of time. And also quite often I see lots of people make up keywords for the sake of it. So let's say a good example would be for emergency plumber. So if somebody is not searching, and I've seen keywords in the account like emergency plumber London, emergency plumber Birmingham, emergency plumber Manchester. If those keywords are getting impressions in the keyword planner, then fair enough. But if they are not, then there's no point in making up these keywords in a spreadsheet and making hundreds or thousands of keywords just in the hope that you will get one or two clicks. Google is more clever than this now, and all you do is you need to focus on the bullseye keywords, 10 to 15, and then keep putting them in your account on a regular basis. Okay, I'm going to head over to the comments, and I can see a few over here. And if you have any, then please put them in the comment box, and I'll try to my best to answer them for you. Okay, the first one is from Construction Guidance. Our online ads are not working at all. I've added all the same keywords and negative words. However, we are not getting even one sale on the online ads. No clicks and only very few impressions. So first of all, you can't focus on the sale, because if you're not getting impressions or clicks, then you'll never get the conversion, right? What I can see from here is, if you added too many negative words which are blocking the good keywords, that could be a problem. The other problem could be your bid, maybe very low. The third thing is, you may not be targeting the right keyword, which I hope you are targeting the right keyword. So to solve this, I would get rid of your negative keywords for a day or two. Let's see if that solves that issue or the problem. The other thing is, copy that campaign if you are running manual bidding. Set one up as maximize clicks, another one at maximize conversions, and so on. Run them all against each other and see which one starts to run. And from there you can start to look at why you are not getting the conversions. Okay. So you are running on target CPA. So your target CPA is 6.25. How do you know it is 6.25 when you haven't got any conversions? You need to let it run on max conversions and don't have any target CPA in it at the moment. Get 15, 20, 30 conversions, and then you will find your target CPA and the target sweet spot. And I believe that is your problem. And yes, you need at least 4 or 5x your target CPA as your budget, which you have done, but your target CPA is not getting any impressions. Keep increasing it and see how it goes. What do you think is stopping bookings online? Well, the problem is, first of all, your bidding may be completely out of sync, because Google doesn't have that enough target CPA to go and get you a lead, first of all. And secondly, obviously, there is no traffic. So without clicks and visitors to your website, you won't get any traffic. So hope this helps you. Hi Manoj. Call ad setup while reporting. Okay, I'm not with you, Manoj, what you are trying to say. I believe you're saying that you have set up the reporting as on and you are not getting any calls. You need to set up the reporting as on to track the conversions. Without the reporting being off, you will not be able to count the conversions. I hope that's what you are asking. Chandu must know. Okay, so it looks like your account has been suspended for circumventing systems policy. Unfortunately, for any account suspension, you will need to deal directly with Google. There may be some other companies or agencies who may charge you a fee. I would not pay a single penny because nobody can influence the decision Google has made. So you need to keep going at it. Sometimes it will take a few weeks. It won't be easy. It is very frustrating because they don't tell you why they have suspended you. It could be something really stupid. It could be a malware which has popped up on your website, which you are not aware of. So, and there could be any number of reasons. I would speak with them, email them, and there is a form there's a link to a form which you need to fill in, and they will come back to you. But they do reply back, although their reply doesn't say why, but actually they will reply and let you know what the problem, why they have suspended you, and if they can. And I have seen accounts unsuspended just by being persistent and being patient with them. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, Manoj. You were saying about call reporting, that it will be a redirect. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about. So it's either you track your conversions in your CRM and see how they convert, or you can track them through your call reporting. So I think, okay, there's one more. Shri Ram, which is the best ratios, impressions, clicks, and leads? I would say all three, because without impressions you will not get clicks, and without clicks you will not get leads or sales. So if you're not getting any leads or sales, then you need to make sure that you're first getting the clicks. If you are getting the clicks onto your website and then they are not converting, then you don't need to optimize Google Ads, because you can see that, okay, these are my right keywords, the ads are getting clicks. So when they see my ad, they like what they see, they click on my ad, but when they do come on the website, they don't convert. So then you start optimizing the website and the landing page. Don't just blame Google for everything if you don't get leads or sales. Look at your offer, look at your price, look at your competitors, look at your landing page speed. There are so many different variables. You need to get them right, because if this was so easy that you switch on a campaign and you start getting leads and sales from day 2, then the whole world would be doing it and the whole world would be millionaires by now. So the only people who win with pay-per-click, be it Google Ads, Facebook, or any kind of online advertising, is people who learn from the mistakes and they keep improving, and this may take you a few months. Don't expect instant results. I made my new website today, I should get conversions tomorrow. It may get worse. So keep going at it and learn, keep testing, and then you'll start to see that your ads are getting better, you're getting better results, and you are outranking your competitors in the online game. The other thing I would also recommend is video ads. Why aren't you doing that? Because the whole world is fighting on those 4 top spots on Google. And the reason why, well, we do run a bit of search ads on our brand campaigns, but not on the search campaign, because I get leads 4 times cheaper through display and video than on the search campaign. So why would I go and spend my money on search and give Google all the cash? Whereas nobody is doing this on video and Google Display Network. Manoj, okay, which CRM? It's ironic because I've just signed up yesterday to go high level. It looks really good. I would recommend that you have a look at it. I would only recommend something which we are using, and we have just switched over to go high level. So that looks really, really good to me, and it will serve us for our purposes. Okay, so the last comment by construction guidance. Yes, we know how many conversions as we checked. Okay, so you know your cost per conversion is 625. Okay, so that's fine. So if you're not getting any impressions, that's the problem. You're not getting impressions and clicks. So forget the conversions. That means other advertisers have started advertising. Right now is Black Friday season and Christmas. The cost goes through the roof. You have got to take that into account. Lots of advertisers would be competing in the auction. So what cost you £6.25 before may cost you 15 now. I don't know. So that's what you want to do, is to increase your CPA by at least 3 times and be very aggressive. You may not get charged that amount, but try it. Or have multiple campaigns. One at 6.25 CPA, another one at 10, another one at 20.25, and see which one starts to run. That would be the quickest and the fastest way to test this. Brilliant. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed it and got some value out of it. I'll be here live on next Friday, and what I will also be starting is a series on how I'll write your ads. So if you send me your website URL in the comment underneath or in the description box on this video with your URL of your website, and I'll try my best to write some ads for you as to how I write ads for our clients. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday, same time and same place. Bye for now.